My music has always been, for me, a special connection to God. My name is Ralph Henderson, and I am a pastor at the Mills River and Brevard Seventh-day Adventist churches here in North Carolina. I love the outdoors, I love the mountains, so I feel very blessed that God led us to this place. When I was out of the church, people would call me and ask me to come sing for church. And so music is what really kept me connected to the church, even when I had wandered away. So it's some of the most intimate times with God, and I decided I was just going to dedicate my music to the Lord. And so we began a music ministry, and I was in full-time ministry for about 6 to 7 years, music ministry. Our family traveled, and it was a great experience for all of us. Music for me is something so special because it's such a connection for me with God. When I sit down to write a song, I feel closer to God than at any other time because I feel like He's actually there, sitting beside me, giving me the words and helping me to write the song. I wrote a song called Power in the Name of Jesus when we lived in Mount Shasta. I had heard a sermon that morning by a pastor on the power of God. We were driving around that Sabbath afternoon around the base of Mount Shasta, and God started bringing these words to me about the power in His name and what He wants to do in each one of our lives. I wrote that song in probably 20 minutes, the melody, the words. And when I got done with that song, I looked back and I read the words and I said, those are not words I would think of. And I understand that God really speaks to me through my music. As I look back, I realized that my music wasn't just a connection for me with God. My music touched so many lives over the course of years. I can tell you so many stories of people who've written me letters. The thing that's interesting is, at one point I wanted to become famous and everyone in the world know me, but what's so awesome is that hardly anyone knows who I am, but my music has been around the world. I've had people from Africa write me letters and tell me about specific songs that have helped them. I went to do a concert in San Diego, and I had a gentleman come up to me afterwards, and he said, 2 years ago I went through a divorce that was the hardest thing in my life. He said, one day my daughter brought your album to me, and he said, that CD is what got me through that time. So many people I see have been touched through the music, and I believe that music is a very powerful tool when it's used in the right way. And I believe that, as I've heard a statement before, that music oftentimes can touch hearts when other means have failed. I believe that's so true because music can get to our very souls. I think that through my music, I have touched probably many people that I've never even met. I may not even know who they are till the kingdom, but I'm looking forward to the day maybe someone will come up to me and say, the song that you wrote, and they'll say the name, and they'll say, that's what brought me back to Christ. I just try to help people understand that the first thing you got to do is you got to get Jesus in your life, and He's got to become the number one priority for you.